beginning of your misery.
At this point, it's safe to assume that all wrestling fans are aware of how much Hulk Hogan has lied or rewritten history over the last 20 years. There's been many news articles covering his top 10 lies, and hell, there's even been a never-ending Twitter thread at one point with people adding his bigger lies to it. There's one thing that we can't argue, and that's the fact that Hogan was one of the biggest wrestling stars in the world at one point. Unfortunately, as they say in wrestling, the highs are high and the lows are low. Today we're going to discuss Hulk Hogan's lies about The Undertaker.
I found out The Undertaker came about. I was doing a movie called Suburban Commando, and we needed a couple of really big aliens. I remember Mean Mark Calloway from the NWA. He was working in Atlanta, Georgia, at the time.
No, he wasn't. At this point, he was actually already gone from NWA.
So I had somebody hunting down, we brought him to Hollywood.
And had already met with Vince McMahon and was waiting for his gimmick, according to The Undertaker, in The Last Ride. Undertaker admitted that this is actually when the WWE reached out to him for the role.
We became really good friends. Once we were done, I said, man.
This is another lie, as they have never been friends, and The Undertaker revealed this in many subsequent interviews.
I'm going to come to New York, so I brought Mark Calloway in to meet Vince.
Another lie. Obviously, he never brought him to New York, and plus Hogan acting like Mark never even thought of going to WWE and meeting with them is laughable. He'd already met with them at this point.
Vince took a long look at him and looked him up and down, and he was a monster, 6'10", in really good shape. And Vince said, I'm going to call you The Undertaker.
Another lie, as The Undertaker revealed that he was waiting for months for them to come up with something for him, and he was actually afraid that he was going to be revealed as the Eggman due to the whole Survivor Series gobbledygooker angle.
Undertaker was born. Vince McMahon named Mark Calloway The Undertaker right in front of my very eyes when I brought him in from LA.
So again, Hogan just making stuff up.
They had this gigantic head on the set. So I'm at home, right? My mind just starts going like, oh man, I'm gonna be Eggman. I had convinced myself to the point where my stomach hurt. But
isn't that crazy though, how Hogan brought Undertaker to Vince McMahon, and after just looking at him, he says, you're The Undertaker. No, that's not how that happened at all.
And we have nothing but great matches with him when you're in the ring. That's for sure.
This is another lie, and you can even see his face at the end there, which is kind of weird, because Hogan accused The Undertaker of being unsafe to Vince when he actually dropped the strap to him at Survivor Series.
I pride myself on not hurting people. Every point during the day, I'd get the, like, remember about my neck, right?
He accused The Undertaker of being an unsafe worker to Vince McMahon.
So that's all I got all day. I pick him up, and when I tell you I had the brother secure, he was secure. Boom. I give him the tombstone. As soon as my knees hit, I hear, oh, you got me, brother.
Which this caused Undertaker to never trust Hogan ever again, which he has said in many subsequent interviews.
I go backstage and ask him, where's Hulk at, right? And he's always laying on Vince's office floor. So I go in there, he's laid out on the floor. Oh, he's carrying on, and somebody get my wife and kids on the phone. So you can only imagine, right? Like, I don't know what the hell's going on other than the fact that I just heard the golden goose.
This is just so mind-blowing. My God.